Get ready for POWERfest, the ultimate live motorsports experience, June 13th and 14th at Rockingham Dragway. Binks 2.0 is back with a new host, a new format, and a new home on PowerTube TV. Bruno Masso leads the new King of the Hill, where one racer leads winning 8 cars. Then viral stars Justin Danger Nunley and Sean No Way Upshine race for Pinks, and the loser's car is given to one lucky fan in the stands. Plus, the $10,000 small tire shootout, exhibition mega trucks, gassers, big rig racers, and power wheels for the kids, all filmed for PowerTube TV. Get tickets now at pttvlinks.com.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Brian Bossone. Welcome to Power Talk Live. It is now 9 days from PowerFest. Yep, just 9 days to PowerFest at Rockingham Dragway on June 13th and 14th. And it's been a long few months for our team to get ready for this, but we are ready. We hope you're ready too as well. We hope you guys get your tickets. Do not wait for the gate. Save some money. Head over to our ticketing. Look right now in the chat. You can click on there, save some money. Guaranteed, don't worry about worry-free ticketing. No reason why you wouldn't want to grab tickets ahead of time. Grab some VIP stuff. It's going quick, not much left. You want to be right there in the main action, right in the first set of stands, right where the negotiation is going to happen and all the camera action. Let's get down to it tonight. A lot of stuff to cover, some great guests coming on here. And it's going to be just awesome. So let's talk what we have going on first. Just a standard reminder here. If you're in the North Carolina area and you live somewhere in Richmond, Scotland, Mecklenburg, Union, Anson, Moore counties, and you have if there's anywhere that sells Pepsi, you will see our $5 off tickets. And I could do this every time. Watch. I don't know why. I just don't have it here. You'll see this nice little display. You'll see these $5 off tickets, and you could go in there, grab it, and save $5 as well if you can't purchase online, which we suggest up front. So if you'll see a poster out in the window, you see it says Pepsi, it says PowerFest, $5 off tickets, grab them, bring them to the gate, we'll give you $5 off. If you can't do that, jump online right now, go to pttvlinks.com, button right there on the top, go to ticketing, grab your tickets now. While you're there, grab some merchandise, grab a Pinks, nice pink shirt. Grab yourself a PowerFest event shirt ahead of time so you guys could grab it when you walk in the gate. If you have brought tickets and merchandise up front, make sure you print off your ticket, take it to any one of the gates, scan it, keep your secondary receipt or ticketing that comes from the vote, take that to the merchandise booth and exchange that for your merchandise. That simple. You can save on shipping, and you can grab your stuff right there and don't have to worry about carrying it around or bringing it back from there, let's say, whatever. But it's going to be right there in the booth. We're going to have a ton more stuff. We got some great hats and different things like that. I'll grab some in a minute here to show you. Really cool stuff. But like I said, anywhere you see Pepsi for sale, you could grab a ticket in any of the Richmond, Scotland, Mecklenburg, Union, Anson, or Moore counties. Don't hesitate, run up there. We want to thank Speedmaster for sponsoring that. Speedmaster ponied up, worked with us on the $5 off discount deal. Thank you, Speedmaster, Jason, and everybody else involved over there for as well supporting the Pinks racers, supplying them with parts to get to the race itself, to race for what? Pink slips. That's right. So let's talk about Pinks real quick. New host, new network, PowerTube TV, and a new format. That's right. If you don't know it, you'll know it now. We're not, see the Pinks behind me where they race for one title over there? Not going to happen at PowerFest. 8 racers signed up. Their cars are getting ready. We're watching them chit chat online and going crazy, smack talking, everything as well. 8 racers signed up. There'll be 1 racer walking away with all the cars. Not one title, but all 8. That's right. By Saturday night around 9 or so, if we do our estimations on run schedule, 9:30, 1 racer out of the 8 will be taking home all of the cars. Unbelievable, right? We as well have some great stuff as well to go along with that. We've got Sean Umshed and Justin Nunley in the border budget build-off. They're going to be running for titles as well. The difference is, if you're at the event, which you should be there, of course, why would you not want to come see this? If you're in the stands, when you come through the gate, you buy your ticket, exchange it, you're going to get a little raffle ticket. That raffle ticket at the end of the night on Saturday around 7:30 o'clock, you got to be present to win it, will be the owner of Powertrain Products, Eddie Simon, one of the great sponsor of this of this matchup between Justin and Sean. We'll be there to pick out of I do believe he's got an engine block or something. Pick one of the tickets out. If your ticket is chosen, you get the loser's car. Sean wins, you get Nunley's car. Nunley wins, you get Sean's car. Someone's walking away with the car. So one of the two guys is walking away with keeping their own car, but one of the fans is going to win the other person's car, which is unbelievable. So yes, you as well can be a winner at POWERfest. So June 13th and 14th, get your tickets right now. Let's go down the list real quick. There is vendor space available still. We have 10 by 10 all the way up to 50 footers. Banner options as well. Go head over to our online ticketing. If you want to be a vendor, click on one of the buttons. You can simply get your vendor spot on there. That was Eddie Simons, funny, from Powertrain Products. Everybody loves to text right in the middle of stuff. So yeah, get your vendor spot if you want a vendor spot in the midway with everything going on. Camping with or without hookup. If you look in the chat, you'll see it says Rockingham RV with hookup, meaning that you have to go to Rockingham's site to actually get a RV spot that has hookup on it. We don't have that. It's them. They got a limited amount of space, I do believe, along the trackside. We do have camping if you're just looking for standalone, or they call it boondocking, whatever you want to call it from there. If you're a camper, an RV, or just have a pop-up tent. We have a specific area on our map laid out right behind, let's say, the vendor midway area back there in the tree area. You could park. You could come in Friday, stay till Saturday night, and go home on Sunday. That as well is available on our ticketing site. So head over there as well. Let's see. Military. We love you guys. Bring the ID. Bring your ID to the gate. You're getting free. Thank you for your service. God bless America. Thank you for what you do for this country, and we want to honor that. So if you come to the gate with a military ID, you're getting in. Bring some friends, bring some family, enjoy it. Thank you again for your service from there. Once again, special Father's Day VIP package. If you guys haven't seen that online yet, we're doing some marketing and advertising for it. It's on our ticketing site. If you don't know what to get Dad, grab them a VIP package that we have. Why would they not want to come to POWERfest? You're going to get them in this package. You get them a VIP seating, parking. You go to our vendor's booth, grab yourself any one of our cool hats, event shirt. You're going to get also 10 extra entries for winning that car from Nunley or from Sean. And as well, one more thing too. I think what else we have there? Hat, shirt, hero card, 10 bonus entries, and you have extra entries to win the car. All right, let's get to what else is available at the event itself. You know, we're gonna have Pinks, Lose the Race, Lose Your Ride, hosted by Bruno Mazzel. You guys don't want to miss that. We got the call out, 16 of the baddest small tire, no prep racers, hosted by Brent Albury and Shannon Poole. You've probably seen Shannon on the call out already. If you haven't, go to in the links down below into the chat. There's a button to watch all of the Pink shows and all of the call out shows right on PowerTube TV's website from there. They're racing for 10K. It's going to be crazy. We got 16 racers lined up already. We're going to actually probably announce them tomorrow with a good post from there for all the 16 racers in the call out. Secondly, we have Wreck to Race. We have 48 hours to build a car in the junkyard. That's right. Right before the race starts, 48 hours, they're going to start to build 2 cars. They can pull anything they want from any of the cars in there. They got some performance parts that were sponsored from there, and they're going to finish them, and they're going to race Sean Barney and Jeff Dysinger. I don't know how you say his name. He always yells at me. Dysinger, whatever. You can yell at me again, Jeff. Sorry. Yell at me at the event. But Jeff and Sean are going to battle out, and whoever wins gets to keep the car and $10,000. So there's another $10,000 being thrown around plus some vehicles. Let's see what else we got. Wreck to Race, Border Builder, all right, so after that, we have some great exhibition. Premier Mega Trucks. If you haven't seen their show on PowerTube TV, head over right now to our site. Go to powertubetv.com and click on Premier Mega Trucks. It's some of the craziest racing you're going to see. A couple of the trucks will be out there with the owners. We might even, I think we're going to let them go right down the track and see what a mega truck that usually goes on the mud, 1,500 horsepower, will do on the racetrack. Right after that, we've got Big Rig Racing, something new that's going to come to the network here later on this year. These are big rigs that raced in oval and dirt and asphalt. They're going to be out there as well. Those things make tons of horsepower. They're going to make some passes as well. We've got nostalgic gassers. We've got 10 or I think we got 10 or 11 nostalgic gassers that are coming out from a group. And as well, we have Greg Stelse and Leslie Horne, both race, or Leslie is the owner or owner operator of what do you call it? Southeast Gassers Association. Both Greg and Leslie run in A gas. There's been a massive grudge going on with these guys, going back and forth for well over a year. Greg wants the title. Greg wants the record. Right now, Leslie owns it all. Greg beat him last time, but I think that was with Leslie Motor. So it's tons of banter, chat back and forth, some smack talk, and it all came to a head last week when the massive call out came across the board to us where Greg and Leslie will be racing for $5,000 at POWERfest. So two gassers, manual transmission shifted, not automatic. These guys are going to go out in an A-gas style here. And when it's all said and done, someone's walking away with 5K and bragging rights. I don't know if they're going to 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 5, but either way, you're going to see plenty of passes from those guys, and you can watch them go to PowerTube TV as well. You could watch Southeast Gassers on there, and oh my God, speed. God, why am I getting brain fart on this one? Greg Stelt has his own show on there. I'll tell you in a minute because I'm going brain dead. I got so much crap going on here. Built for Speed. Gotcha. Sorry, Greg. Built for Speed. So, yeah, you want to go out and they'll be out there to watch as well. And if you love the kids and you want to come out and watch some future of drag racing, we have Power Wheels Racing, partnered up with Teeter. There's going to be a little track set up out there in the pit area. We got a whole area set up from there. You could watch the kids race. We're going to bring them out onto the track or out into the return road. We're going to allow you to watch those guys. You're going to give them their fame out there. We want you to cheer them on and have a great time and really, bring these kids into the drag racing world because they are the future from there. All right, let's move it along here. Thursday night, if anybody's in the area, if you're coming in early Thursday to Rockingham area, you want to head over to our Racer Roundup. It's the Texas Roadhouse Racer Roundup, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at Texas Roadhouse in Sand Hills Boulevard in Aberdeen, North Carolina. I think it's 1301 North Sand Hills Boulevard, Aberdeen. Sean, Justin's going to be there, all the Pinks racers. I think we got a ton of the 16 racers coming. I think pretty much all the 16 racers for the call-outs coming up. Everybody's going to be out there, meet and greet, have a good time. We're going to have some cars on display, meet the guys, talk to them about their cars and what the experience is going to be like racing for Pinks and the call-out and everything else involved. It's going to be a great time. Make sure you show up there. Texas Roadhouse. All right. We want to thank our sponsors. Without this couldn't happen. So number one, Powertrain Products. Eddie Simons, thank you so much for sponsoring so many of the racers, and as well, Sean and Justin in the Border Budget Build-Off. Those guys are actually running, both are running Powertrain Products Stage 2 LS6 motors and matching with Stage 2 4L80s from there. You're going to be able to watch these guys heads up, and one of you guys or a spectator at home is going to take home one of Eddie Simons' motors and transmissions because you're going to win the car. So be there. Second of all, we want to thank Speedmaster as well. We said, Speedmaster, thank you for sponsoring the $5 ticketing portion of this event itself. Thank you for doing that, and as well supplying each one of the Pinks racers with parts. Thank you so much for that. Nitrous Express, thank you again, those guys. They have fitted out every single one of the Pinks racers. They offered a complete nitrous kit as a backup, meaning they get in trouble, they can negotiate nitrous into the mix. Unless you have nitrous already, then you can just double it up. But Nitrous Express, thank you so much for that. Pipes Exhaust, Cold Case Radiators, thank you so much for jumping on board as well. And a big special thanks for Boss Hog Torque Converters, Nelson. Nelson's given away tons of converters over the years to all of our, between giveaways at our events at All Out Live, to our racers, and just been a great supporter. Matter of fact, Nelson will be on tonight. We're going to discuss Boss Hog Torque Converters, how it started, where he's at from there. And lastly, eCarMover.com. We've got a special guest, John from eCar Movers, known him for a few years. The eCar Movers stepped up. So whoever wins all those cars, there's going to be 8 cars to go home. How do you get them home? Easy. Go to eCarMover.com. It's your ultimate transport from there. Go to eCarMovers.com. They'll help you out with transporting and everything like that. There's going to be literally a car transporter that'll hold 8 cars sitting there right next to the staging lanes. When it's all said and done, Bruno's going to ask whoever won where they want the cars. They'll load them up. eCar Movers is going to take them right to whoever's shop, house, wherever they want to bring them. That's where they're going from there. All right. Remember, download our apps, go to PTTV links, always free. Watch all the shows we create and tons of great content for over 40 of our awesome creators and partners. We want to thank all our creators for jumping on board, just making some really awesome content that, keeps everybody entertained. If you haven't seen ours or any of the shows involved, we got 40 to 50 different shows by these awesome creators. Make sure you go to pttvlinks.com, download the way you want to watch it, meaning Apple, Fire, Android, Roku, iOS, and Android cell phones as well. Watch it on the web. We got international distribution working right now, so pretty much over the next few months, you're probably gonna be able to watch in every country in the world. So let's get to who is now sitting in our staging here. First one up. Sorry for everybody that's logged on here. First one up is actually Mr. Nelson Gill. Nelson, you ready to go? In every country in the world. So, all right, Nelson. Let's get to who is now sitting. You got to turn off the staging here. First one up. Sorry for everybody that's logged on here. First one up is actually Mr. Nelson. You froze up. Nelson, you ready to go?
Yes, but sir, I hope you can hear me okay.
Oh, got you now. Perfect. All right, Nelson. Let's get to who is now sitting. You got to turn off the staging here. Stop. Sorry for everybody that's logged on here.
Okay. Is that better?
Let's try it.
Yep. I'm ready to go. Excellent.
Yeah, I think it's getting an echo still.
Okay. It's kind of hard to hear on this other thing. I don't have much leeway as far as sound on this thing, but we'll start off and take off.
You got an earbud?
Love to support people and stuff here in the pinks. Really excited about this show, man. We've got tons and tons of horsepower. These guys aren't coming in half-assed. These guys are actually coming with some really big things.
Yeah,
I can't.
Yeah, so
we got a bunch of big horsepower coming. So these racers are not coming with 200 horsepower cars or nothing. They're really bringing it.
Yeah, you probably know the combinations better than everybody else because most of them are calling you right now to get the converters, so they got to spill all the beans to you. So you got the inside track. You got to keep that to yourself, though. So, but we want to thank you, number one, for jumping on board again. You've been such a great supporter over the years, and Boss Hog Torque Converters has been there through All Out Live, through the call out, and everything else involved. And we just want to thank you for jumping on board one more time for Pinks.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. So you're gonna come out, right? We're gonna have a Boss Hog Torque Converter booth out there so people could talk to you about your converters and setting these things up. Why don't you give us a little background of how you got involved with Boss Hog Torque Converters, your history, how the converters, made in America part by a veteran in which we love. So give us a little history of Boss Hog Torque Converters real quick.
Yes.
Why don't you give us a little background of how you got involved with Boss Hog Converters, your history.
Okay. Okay. Well, so I actually got my start from my background. We actually started working on cars since I was a kid, changing the old normal story and stuff. But, how I actually got into torque converters is unique because I'm actually a naval aviator. I actually worked on F-14s in the United States Navy. And also, that's from 1986 to 1981. So, building the turbines and stuff like that, that's actually, really cool in how you can actually get angled fins and get the output and the, aerodynamics and fluid dynamics are, sisters as far as that goes. So I've also been welding since I was 7 years old. And my father actually has been in manufacturing all his life. So as we actually ran into this company, it kind of fell in my lap. And in the negotiations, I was actually kind of trying to back out of it, but as it lands, they actually took my offer and kind of shocked me. But this was a small regional little company, and I wasn't going to allow that to stop me at all. So we actually, dug in and began to just, drive and work hard and set up the straight line manufacturing. When we also purchased all new equipment as we could, growing it. And, we only had 47 part numbers to choose from. It was small. And now we've actually expanded it to over 500 SKUs. And we're actually expanding our line from just torque converters We're getting into flex plates, bolt together torque converters are coming. We have the world's lightest 4L80 torque converters that are out there that only weigh 27 pounds with a single disc lockup. So that's going to free up a lot of horsepower. They're going to wrap these engines up really high. So it's going to be exciting. So with over 500 SKUs in torque converters, we can actually match stalls better than most people in the fact that we actually have this very long list of how you actually match a stall converter up to one particular application. So there's literally 7,300 variables that we're actually taking into account and driving these figures and doing the physics equations to best match these stalls to figure out how we can actually apply all the torque multiplication to the ground and get these cars to really launch. And that's something we devised over a period of time in the United States Navy and stuff. So we appreciate all veterans as well. As a veteran-owned company, family-run, I think you guys are going to be surprised, because you're actually going to see my daughter out there. She's actually a certified MIG welder, laser welder, and a TIG welder, and she's actually been on Sam's Garage doing engine swaps, and she's a Hot Rodders of Tomorrow kid as well, where she actually is rebuilt her first Briggs & Stratton at 5 years old. So don't be surprised when you see a 12-year-old little girl out there explaining how torque converters work. So we're really excited about bringing her out there as well. So
one thing I wanted to note. So
there's a huge delay in this. I'm sorry.
People don't realize that your torque converters are in more places than they actually realize. You make torque converters for a lot of companies. So you may think you're buying a torque converter from somebody else, but probably most likely you're still running a Boss Hog torque converter. You private label a lot, don't you? People don't realize that your torque converters are in more places than they actually realize. You make torque converters for a lot of companies. So you may think you're buying a torque converter from somebody else, but probably most likely you're still running a. So
I've got that long of a delay here. So what I'm actually looking at, we actually manufacture torque converters for nearly 10 other corporations as well. So we're shipping all over the United States and into 15 different countries, ranging from street converters to street strip and a street bandit series. We also have outlaw series converters that handle nitrous up to 1,400 horsepower. Then we have our exciting new no prep torque converters. These are converters that are designed for, the big tire, 33-inch, very light cars. You're looking at, 390s, 4 seconds, nitromethane blown alcohol cars, 1471 blown cars, twin turbos. So we've got the whole entire gambit, and that we offer these things. So we're kind of like Orange County choppers for torque converters also. I think we're first to market here on direct fit torque converters that we have Power Glides, Turbo 350s, 400s, 200 R4, 700 R4s, handling as much as 1,400 horsepower. But we've designed those converters that are specially made for early model motors to be a direct fit and be a direct bolt up to LS engines. So, you don't have to buy all these kits and, formal things and pilot extensions, where you could purchase the correct torque converter and match it up directly and makes your build go by so much easier. Now, in the same return, also, we have it opposite. So we have LS transmissions, so they can programmable, and program their transmissions and have them a direct fit for the LT and earlier push rod motors as well. So this will be also mark our 55th year in business. So we're really happy about that.
That's incredible. Yeah. So, I have to roll. I've got three other people to talk to, but I just wanted to say,
really don't know why we have such a long delay.
Our whole Power Tube family, we want to thank you so much for taking the ride with us for so many years. And we run your converters. Everybody else should run your converters. And if you haven't looked it up, go to bosshogtorqueconverters.com. You could talk to Nelson himself if you want. You could order it directly over line. He's got everything you need there. Give him a buzz right now. Thank you, Nelson from Boss Hog Torque Converters, for jumping online here today. We're going to see you at the track. Talk to Nelson and Nora at the track. All right.
All right. We appreciate you guys, man. So
he's got everything you need there. Give him a buzz right now.
I'm not hearing anything.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. So y'all have a blessed evening. Okay.
Thank you so much, Nelson.
So, all right.
Have
See you guys.
one. Thank you so much. Have a good day. All right. We're going to jump right in here real quick. We have John.
Yes, sir.
John,
How
you
are
there?
you? How you doing, Brian?
I'm very good, very good. Sorry about that. We were running along there. John, I've known you for a while, but I still haven't figured out how to say your last name. Please do it so my wife stops yelling at me.
It's a lot of vowels. Mingolelli.
Mingolelli. I had that screwed up left and right. So
no
thank
problem,
you, John,
Brian.
for doing
Thank you
that.
for having us. Thank you for considering E-Car Mover, for being, as part of this reboot. I remember watching it, in the late 2000s. It was a great show, probably one of, before all the other, what we call race on TV, right? You were probably the first one. So it's great to see you. I know you and I talk personally. You were helping us, right, on the NHRA side, what I was trying to do there. So I'm very grateful to you. And I'm very proud to be part of the reboot and having one of our call haulers there. I can't wait.
So some of the history that people don't know about, John and I go back. John had a pro stock team that he actually owned a pro stock and was running through pro stock teams and stuff like that till up to about a year. It's about 2 years ago, year and a half, 2 years ago.
To clarify, so Alan Brzezinski from Brzezinski Racing out of New Jersey, he owned the team. So okay. I was building a Cobra jet to race Factory, Showdown, and NMCA class. And then about 3/4 of the way through the build, Alan said to me, "What are you doing?" He's like, "You love pro stock. Why don't you just come here with me?" He's like, "I could use another car to help the team, get more data, get more laps on the Hemi motor." So I took him up on his offer, and I did it for a while with him. But like anything else, my business kind of took over, has expanded tremendously, especially during post-COVID. We got some really big contracts with the OEM. So that's mainly what we do. We ship new cars for the OEM, GM, Ford, Stellantis, kind of name a few, Tesla, Rivian. So we ship coast to coast, cross-border. It just took up so much of my time. And I'll never forget Alan, he brought me into that world, right? Into the pro stock world. That is my love. And you know that, Brian. I know you since you raced NMRA front Ford before I started racing NMRA. But you were one of the pioneers in Pro 5.0, so I have a history with that. So being involved with you and this whole thing is exciting.
No, it's awesome. So E-Car Movers is expanded. How many trucks you have right now rolling around?
Right now we have 200 assets.
Wow.
That we run coast to coast. Like I said, and we provide what we call finished vehicle logistics. So basically when new cars are completed, whether at a port, they come in on a ship, or the manufacturing plant, or a rail yard, we go there, pick up the vehicles, and then we take them to the dealer. We do rentals like Hertz, Enterprise, that kind of stuff. And we also do cross-border in and out of Canada. And I also have a Canadian company that we do in the borders of Canada as well.
Good deal. So let's talk about this real quick.
Yeah.
June 13th and 14th is coming up.
Yes, sir.
There's going to be 8 racers there. There's 8 cars, right?
Yes, sir.
When they turn their head and they're looking down the track and they look to the right, there's going to be an E-Car Mover hauler sitting right there next to the staging lanes. And that's going to be their goal in life is to make sure that their cars, that they are taking cars home on E-Car Mover's truck. So that's it's like dangling the carrot. You know what I mean? It's like, if you win, you go on there. If you don't win, you go home empty. So it's going to be incredible to see it. A brand new, gorgeous E-Car Mover hauler sitting right there, which is going to be great. I think that's.
I remember your old show. The original show when the guys lost the car. You could see it on their face. It was
Yep.
Because you know, especially everybody, a car guy, you put blood, sweat, and tears into these cars.
Yep.
And to go lose it, but if you win it and you got all those cars coming home, that's a lot of chips.
7 cars.
Yeah.
So seven people crying. One guy ecstatic. One truck taking them all home from ecarmovers.com.
Yeah, the guy who's winning all the cars, he's going to be a happy camper.
Happiest guy alive, right?
Happiest guy alive.
So you're going to be out there, right? Correct? So people can talk.
Absolutely. I got some of my guys coming, some of my team from our maintenance facility here in Tampa. So we have 3 maintenance facilities, but my main one here in Tampa, they're dying to go. They're car buffs. They've been all over your PowerTube TV, so they can't wait to get going.
Awesome. Well, once again, thank you, John. We're going to see you in about 9 days.
Yes, sir.
Shine the truck up, get it ready to go. Make sure it's got plenty of gas in it because it's got to take something home. All right.
Absolutely. Thank you, Brian. Thank you to everybody, and I can't wait to see you, buddy, and at the track.
You got to have a great day. We'll see you in a couple. See you in a couple days. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right. So coming up next, we're going to finish this night off with something crazy. So 2 of the baddest 8 gassers out there in the gasser world are sitting. I see them right here. Yep, they are both ready to go. We got Greg Stelse, whatever how you spell Greg's last name. I keep saying that wrong as well, so he'll yell at me. So everybody can yell at me tonight. And Leslie Horne, it's easy. So you got the Joker versus Chick Magnet, and it's going to go down for $5,000. Let's bring them on here. Greg and Leslie, here we go. Boom and boom. There we go, guys. Welcome, guys, to Power Talk, and let the shit talking begin. How about that?
How can I get my head to be as big as
that I'm part of? And it was going on the minute this went down. It started talking. So, I'll let you guys give us a little explanation of how this all started. You could, Leslie, you're the champ. Greg, you want that seat? Let's get it going here.
First of all, how can I get my head to be as big as Greg's on this screen? I mean, he's taking up like the whole freaking thing. I don't know.
Well, you must not see your face too good because
I know it's pretty. It don't matter.
You're both shining. You both got a nice sheen going there.
Yeah, I know.
I'm following you guys too. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, Greg reached out to me last week and said he had made a change of plans and was going to be going to the POWERfest and said he wanted to call me out. He said, he went up there and used my old backup engine and put me on the trailer up there. And he was crowing. He said he's going to go put it on me. He's got his real engine in there now. He said he's going to gap me. And he told me if I wasn't scared to come up there, he'd be willing to put up $5,000, winner take all there on it. And we'd run 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 5 or whatever we allow time for. And so I made a couple of phone calls and made arrangements where I could be there with him to take his $5,000. He was going to go do some practice tests. I think it's Thursday. He had rented the track up in Knoxville. He's going to go up there and practice. And he asked me if I wanted to come, and I've turned him down because I don't want to go up there and show him how bad I'm going to hurt his feelings all week. So this coming weekend. So we'll just have to see all that plays out. But old Chick Magnus ready. It had a little struggle. We got it straightened out now. I think we're on kill, and we're going to be ready for this weekend. I keep asking people, keeps calling, we're going to have a race this weekend. I said, if it ain't snowing, we having a race. So we're going to have a race where we have to make mud pies or whatever. So this weekend, we ain't racing 8 weeks, and then we're going to turn right around and come to the POWERfest the next week. So we're going to get 2 racing back to back. We ready for it.
Southeast Gassers, where are you racing next?
We're racing in Knoxville this weekend.
Knoxville, okay.
Yeah, Knoxville Dragway. Yeah, Brian, I don't know if you know or not, but we've had this rain's killed us all year. We hadn't raced. How long's it been, Greg? 9 weeks, 8-9 weeks or something like that since we've had a race. And man, it seems like it's been forever since we've had a race. And we're all ready to go. We got a good car count. I think we got close to 70 cars signed up already, and everybody's ready to go, and I'm ready to go and ready to get this week over with and get up there and see you guys and see what y'all got going on.
All right, Greg. Little Rip Peter Chip.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Horne, he does know that he was put on the trailer the last time. Then he, Kenneth had to put him on a trailer too. So, that's a little sting to him a little bit, he don't like that too much losing, but I've been losing for a while against them. We just caught up to him now. And I really believe we have something for him. I mean, Leslie's the baddest bitch on the planet. And, that's why we're we got to go after him. But there's no doubt in my mind that we're going to take that $5,000. I'm not even worried about that.
Could you not have said dude? like the baddest dude instead of the baddest bitch. Of course, I do have a name, Leslie, and I do drive a car that's chicken.
Yeah, that's right.
It is pretty bad.
Well, you know what they say. To be the baddest, you got to race with the baddest. And you go out to Southeast Gassers, that's the baddest gassers in the world right there.
You can bring anybody in racing to jump in one of these Southeast Gasser cars, and they'll have a whole different attitude about these cars. And
that brings up a good point. Why don't one of you tell me a little about it? Because a lot of people don't understand the Southeast Gassers are really stick to the nostalgia side of things. So these are manual shifted cars, right? So you guys are running big block, normally aspirated. What's some of the basic rules that people don't understand? These aren't automatic cars. You actually have to shift these things.
I'll run with it, Brian. It's A, B, and C. And then we have super stock. Then we have AFX. And we have H gas. But I'll start with A. A is 6 pounds per cubic inch. It's naturally aspirated, all 4-speed straight axles, no electronics. We can have a line lock. That's it. You go to B gas, it's 8 pounds per cubic inch. Go to C gas, 10 pounds per cubic inch. Go to super stock. Super stock is more like a car you drive to the grocery store, but you'd carry to the races too. So it's there's a lot of rules on it, and I don't know all of them on it, but it don't have to be a straight axle. Then we have AFX, which is it's like the original funny cars. That's what it is. And they can have fuel injected, and they can run. I think it's nitro or something. And then we have H gas also, which can be 4 cylinders, flatheads, whatever. So. We got 6 classes going this year.
That's amazing. So you guys are Knoxville. Where are you going after Knoxville?
We're going to Ohio. We'll be at Ohio on 6/28. So we'll come to your event. We'll get to come home, rest for a weekend, turn right around, take off to Ohio, which is a long ride for me. Not too bad for Greg. Probably about the same thing for Greg as it is me. I think it's about 8.5, 9 hours for me.
Greg, you're up in what, Wisconsin?
Yeah, Wisconsin. So my first, I got to go to, I'm actually leaving tomorrow morning to head to Knoxville, and then the next weekend we'll be by you, and then I think we got a week off, and then we'll be in Ohio, I think. So it's going to be a really heavy schedule.
Yeah,
but, it is a heavy schedule for Greg. About everywhere Greg goes, Brian's about 20 hours, just about anywhere he goes.
Yeah. He's got Greg's speed shop out there. So if anybody hasn't seen that, you can watch some of the things that go on behind the scenes of the gassers on Built for Speed on Power Tube TV, and you can check everything going from there. You can also watch the Southeast Gassers on Power Tube TV. You watch them as well. They have some live stuff going on YouTube and different things like this year. So I want to thank both of you guys for first of all having shows on Power Tube TV. Number one, thank you so much for working with us. Second of all, I'm not choosing a side, but at home, if you guys are watching, pick your lane. Leslie, are we gonna with the chick magnet? Greg, Joker,
you only can be on top so long, Brian.
You only can be on top right. So long. And you don't never know how long that can be, though. That's the only
deal. I've been putting my dues in.
I guarantee you.
Both you guys are awesome. So first of all, thank you so much again. We're going to see you in about 9 days, 10 days, maybe from there.
Yes.
Safe travels for everybody, especially you, Greg, coming so far from there. We look forward to seeing both you guys again. And so everybody at home, pick your lane, pick your racer, who's going to win, and let's get it done over at POWERfest on June 13th and 14th at Rockingham Dragway. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. And
good, thank you, Brian.
We're going to see you guys in a couple of days. All right, man? Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, guys, let's wrap this up one more time here. Let's go over it real quick. pttvlinks.com. Go there right now. Download one of our apps. Roku, Fire, Android, Apple TV, iOS and Android phones. You can go right to our website, powertubetv.com. Watch all of our shows 100% free. All the apps are free. Please share and like and follow all of our social media. You can find them all as well on PTTV Links. You want to go to PTTV Links as well, you can click the button. Get your tickets now for POWERfest. Rockingham Dragway, June 13th and 14th. Grab it. Grab some merch. Support us. We support you. We got some great news. Right after this event, we're going to launch some great news we got coming up for some more events that we're doing, and it's not just pink. So I'm going to tease that a little bit, but we don't want to water this one down with any more news other than this. But I'm going to tell you, watch PowerTube TV. Support us. Hey, any sponsors out there? You want to jump on board? It's time. Stop messing around. We have what's going on. We've got the greatest shows. We've got the greatest content creator partners. We've got a network that reaches beyond everybody else. It's time for you to really consider PowerTube TV. So hit contact at powertubetv.com. Hit us up, email me, message us, whatever it is from there. We still have time and space where we could do graphics and post or signage right now at the track itself to get involved with Pinks, the call out, any of the races. I want to thank everybody that joined us tonight. I want to thank everybody that supports us, all of our sponsors, and my team for kicking ass for the last 3 to 4 months. You have no idea what goes on behind the scenes. 13 to 14 hours a day. There's so many things to bring this back, but we are close. We're in good shape. And Rockingham Dragway, thank you so much for working with us. We had a great meeting with those guys today. Dan, Al, and Jim, and everybody else involved there. You guys kick ass. We're going to see you in a couple of days. Our next Power Talk Live will not be next week because we're going to be in travels. It's going to be Sunday. And guess what? Justin Nunley and yes, Sean Umshed will be on the show, as well as we're going to have some of the kids they're going to be joining us for the race. We'll have Ray Iddings will be joining us. We're going to finish it off in style right before we hit the road with the PowerTube TV truck and trailer. And I just want to thank everybody again and have a great evening. Thanks for joining me. Go to powertubetv.com, PTTV links, buy your tickets now. Don't mess around. Stop it. Do it now.